Alright everyone, welcome back. It is now November 14th of 2023. We are a couple of days in from when the Marvels dropped in theaters on the 10th. Technically the 9th if you really want to count the day before. There's been a lot of things going on with this film, not just because of Bob Iger and how Disney mishandled this entire project, but also a lot having to do with Marvel boss Kevin Feige. Now, we know that Kevin Feige has been making very bad decisions in recent months. We already know that he tried to do endless damage control with the Marvels at last minute, just before it actually went into theaters by making some alterations and changes to the film around 1 to 2 months before the movie actually came out. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. I'm also on Twitter at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. Now the problem that I have with Kevin Feige is that he is a producer that seems to be very stubborn and a little bit caught up in himself when it comes to fan criticism and a lot of the fans speaking out about how the Marvel universe is basically in a downward spiral right now. You know, we all saw what happened with recent projects and how some of the projects that are also looming are already troubled as we speak. Now, focusing on Kevin Feige, we know that he's dealing with a lot of backlash related to the Marvels and basically how he is the one directly responsible for hiring director Nia DaCosta to really turn this movie into what it is and exactly how fans perceive it. One thing about Kevin Feige, though, is quite shocking, and it has a lot to do with his overall perception of the criticism and the box office situation. Now, to top things off, with Kevin Feige actively dealing with the fallout of this film and the box office disaster and the ongoing criticism, one crucial development has much to do with his reaction to the situation where Kevin Feige delivered the following. Our team here at Marvel is to focus on one goal in mind, getting this movie out to everyone as much as possible and then focusing on the next. After that, I look to the next goal that we have to set for our talented crew, cast, and creators. We feel that the criticism that we are dealing with right now is completely unfair and outlandish, that holds no valid reasons to back those up. This is a special film that supports women, and something that I stand for through and through, and it is quite offensive when you see your audience turning their backs on you for a film like this that came from good intentions. I think it's irresponsible for fans that have not even checked the film out yet and are giving it a bad rap. It's not good for business and it's not good for the Marvel community, and we ask everyone to make the decision for yourself, to see the movie and then judge it afterwards. I mean, that's only logical and pure common sense, right? We had to make some pretty tough decisions with our roadmap in recent weeks for our 2024 lineup, and this film is something that we are placing all bets on, and it is quite shocking when you see your audience just flip like this so quickly. It's an unwanted behavior that we really can't deal with right now, because what I'm seeing is most that are shooting negative opinions about this and what Nia DaCosta created here are those that refuse to even see the movie, so I see no logic in that as a producer. Now guys, let me just pause here quick about what Kevin Feige is really, setting the record straight with, is the fact that he does not like the criticism. He views it as unfair, illogical, and making no sense at all. Now look, nobody is pretty much destined or forced to see a movie that they may not want to see based on reviews. I don't think Kevin Feige is seeing the bigger picture here, is that everyone has a decision to actually decide to really see a movie or not see a movie based on fan criticism or the reviews. You know, if you see a movie that's getting wild reviews and it's looking excellent, yeah, sure, you're gonna probably hop on board and you want to go ahead and check that movie out. But in a case like this, and especially in days where reviews in and of itself, really are not really something that you can really go by anymore, you really have to just kind of go by your own judgment based on what the trailers are actually looking like, what the producers, the creators, the writers and directors are saying about the movie, to really get a rough idea about what their true intentions are with a film like this. So we know that Kevin Feige is the one that made the ultimate call to really do what he's doing with the next phase and the current phase as well. And I think at the end of the day, this is exactly why the Marvels is really getting a very bad situation. I think that it's time for a new producer to step in, for somebody else to take over Marvel Studios. Disney needs to wake up, the Disney Board of Directors need to wake up, and Bob Iger really needs to fix things, and he's never going to do that. I mean, let's be honest here. So, moving onwards, he goes on to elaborate further. We hold no room for fans of ours that want to ruin the fun for others, and if you are opposed to a film like this, I'm assuming this segment of the fandom will be against our upcoming projects for Disney+. It's just a tough problem that we deal with now in the film industry, where the fans feel that they have so much power over the creators for our movies and series. We are here to entertain, pure and simple, and that's what we did with The Marvels. It's a well-produced film, and I don't agree with the piece of the criticism and the fandom saying with what they are saying. This is a piece of art, and it doesn't really hold any significant flaws as others have suggested. My goal that I have my eyes set on right now is to continue my work ethic into doing more projects like this that can relate to all Marvel fans. I just think some fans need to take a step back and realize where we are coming from to make things right for this current phase and the next. Plus, we are just getting started as far as I see things right now. Now guys, let me say one thing about the Marvel Universe and what Kevin Feige is really kind of placing here is that they are just getting started, and that they're going to be doubling down on what the fans are not necessarily agreeing with. It's quite overwhelming when he says things like this, that we are just getting started right now. I feel, and this is just me, I feel that the whole superhero movie, trend is just dying out. And I think that at this moment right now, you're going to see a rise in video game live-action adaptations and or animated adaptations. Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, by the way, live-action, that was confirmed. You're going to have the sequel to Super Mario Brothers, Five Nights at Freddy's. While its success, there's a lot of video game movies rising, and that's going to be the new thing. I'm telling you right now, that is what the studios want to do. That is something that a lot of studios have been talking about, and it's going to take over the superhero trend, in my book. So, what Kevin Feige's really saying here is that if you chose to not see this movie, then you're the problem. That's basically what he's saying. He's not standing for any kind of fan that wants to make a decision based on current reviews or what the Hollywood trades are saying. And I think that Kevin Feige really saw that as a big surprise, that woke Hollywood and all of these, journalists and these Hollywood trades that usually back Marvel up are going against the Marvels right now, a lot of which, and they weren't really prepared for that. And that's only going to give a worse, rap for the Marvels. That's going to make them having to go through more difficulties in the process. So, anyway, I would really like to hear, what you all have to say about this ongoing drama with Brie Larson, Kevin Feige, and those at Disney mishandling the Marvel's marketing and more with the production. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.